Welcome back to Fluent AF, episode 13. On the 13th, the grammar of spells. Tonight we're stepping into the oldest kind of language lesson there is. The one where words don't just say things, they do things. Before grammar was a school subject, it was sorcery. Before spelling was about letters, it was about casting. That's right. To spell a word and to cast a spell use the same thing. Because language and magic were never separate. They were twins. So grab your candle or your tinto. Either way, tonight we're conjuring with words. Now let's talk about language as incantation, to charm, to sing. Every spell begins with a sentence. Every magician is in some way a linguist. Think of it. Rhythm, repetition, intention. That's the blueprint. Say something enough times and it starts to live inside you. That's why the imperative mood, the language of command, shows up everywhere in ritual. Examples: come forth, be gone, protect us. These are verbs in action, not requests. And rhyme? That's memory magic. It locks into your pulse, syncs your breath to the sound. Try repeating one line over and over. You'll feel it change you. Tongue twisters, for example. Which is which? That's grammar as spell work. Now from grammar to grimoire. Here's where it gets fun. The word grammar shares roots with grimoire, which is a magician's manual. Add glamour, the word we use for beauty, originally meant enchantment. Even charm comes from the Latin carmen, meaning song or chant. So language has always been ritual. Every rule of grammar has once a rule of power. How to name, to summon, to bind. It wasn't just syntax, it was spellcraft. When you speak, you're shaping vibration. When you write, you're carving symbols. Just like the ancient scribes who believed words could trap divine energy in ink. And then we have sacred tongues. Think about how entire religions and civilizations guarded their holy languages. Latin for the church, Hebrew for Judaism, Arabic for Islam, Sanskrit for prayer. Each one said, "This tongue speaks to God." Even the word hieroglyph means sacred carving. Every temple was a spell book in stone. In China, early inscriptions are oracle bones. The first written characters were used for divination. Writing itself began as communication with the divine. And if you open up the Bible, the first spell ever cast starts with sound. Let there be light. Words literally spark the world into existence. And every culture has its own recipe for word magic. Yoruba chants, indigenous songs, medieval Latin exorcisms, children's nursery rhymes. They all follow the same pattern: rhythm, story, faith. Even abracadabra, that thing magicians shout, isn't random. It comes from Aramaic. Abracadabra, I create as I speak. That's manifestation in its purest linguistic form. Our ancestors believed words didn't just describe reality, they shaped it. And honestly, they were right. Fast forward to now, we're still casting. We just call it different things. Affirmations, mantras, political slogans, concert chants. Yes, we can. I am enough. Dale. They all work the same way. The beat, the breath, the believe. Language still stirs the unseen. Even the voice in your head is spell work, a constant incantation. Speak healing and your body listens. Speak fear and your cells tighten. That's not metaphor, that's vibration. So as the veil gets thin this season, listen to the words around you, to the prayers, the curses, the chisme. Ask yourself, what are you conjuring? Because every word is an invocation. Every sentence is a spell. And every language carries its own kind of magic. Until next time, speak carefully. Stay haunted. Stay fluent AF.